Hey guys, we are finally live. So we had some technical difficulties. We got Streamlabs would not go live for whatever reason. But let's do a quick mic check. If everybody's there, I think we are actually live. So let me know if the sound is okay, and then we'll bring in our competitors here in just a minute. Thanks for the follow, Calrian and Velocity. All right, great. Thanks, guys, for the mic check. I know that's always seems like we always have some sort of technical difficulties when we're trying to stream. But so we do have we've got JFurry and we've got Sam on the stream today. Both of those guys are going to do their best of three today. So we're going to bring them in as like before. We may get some chop. It depends on obviously how Zoom is holding up for the afternoon. And but they're both streaming in on looks good on my side. And hopefully we'll have some decent image quality without too much jerk as we go, and you guys should be able to hear them also when we flip over. But certainly just let me know as we go through the stream what we have. So it's Wednesday, so happy Wednesday to everybody. We'll be going through the first round of our semifinals. I'm going to announce what the prizes are, which I've talked to. I believe a couple of the competitors may know a couple of the prizes, but I've not told anybody what the extent is of the prizes that we have. And so we actually have a pretty solid prize pack, I think, for the people that participated in the tournament. For a good number of people that participated in the tournament anyway. And then we'll go through, we'll kick off some of the overdrive stuff, maybe do some Wheel of Coaches and really just hang out, chat, and play some Madden. Thanks for the follow, gamer. So we set up again. Thanks again to everybody that helped out for June in getting the follower goal and the sub goal up where we had. So I've reset those for July. So put in some pretty ambitious goals for me. Have a July follower goal. Try to hit the 600 mark, and then about 50 subs for the July mark. But so again, appreciate everybody's support over the last month as we've just tried to get out some good content and hopefully stuff that's useful for everybody. But let's jump in and let's get these guys. Sam and Jay, are you guys ready to try to get started?
I'm good here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Let me flip over. Now let's see. Okay, so we go through guys' screens up. We may have to do some quick realignment. Some share stuff being shown. Let me adjust here. Always seems to work out that one person's screen gets adjusted to be a bit large. On overdrive. Mic check. Jay, can you go ahead and say hello? Can you guys hear Jay? Okay. I'm going to turn off the only can hear me. Okay, let's adjust that so you guys can kind of hear. I'm going to turn off my microphone on these laptops so we don't get any echo. Can you let's see where we're not getting the sound. Can you say something again, Jay? you guys hear Sam at all? A little bit closer and turn the volumes up while we do their matches. All right, so if you guys want to go ahead and friend up, and then we'll see how we go. It's always tough trying to get all the sound coming in from each of these sources, and sometimes it just does not want to play nicely. Like for some reason, I'm not getting Jay's sound coming in through the desktop at all. Get ready to play. Yeah, they should be able to hear you through my mic, I think, now, guys.
Yeah, I'm ready to go whenever.
Yep, I'm good to go.
All right, so let's start round one, or match number one. Good luck, fellas.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll get good stream quality. If you guys see me, you're laughing at me because I'm holding one laptop like a pizza over here up towards the microphone.
Yeah.
Ty.
I'm in a meeting, so give me a second.
Thanks for the cheer, little boy. Yeah, maybe we can open up on next. Yeah, it's going to depend on Zoom, Pick 6. The the choppiness is coming straight from the Zoom side. It's not from the stream piece. So we are at the mercy of the bandwidth of the provider for the conference call. Yeah, I think the only way to get the level of chop when we do these and not rely on just the conference call carrier is if we set up a dedicated VPN and then had people VPN through to be able to get the bandwidth that we need. This is tight. This is neck and neck. Good short goal line play. All right, so that's 1 to Jay, right?
True. Man, they've been close.
Yeah, that was close. These matches, these 3K matches have been awesome. I mean, they've been awesome. I mean, some of these have been really, really tight. All right, you guys want to play up round 2?
Sounds good.
Guys, once we hit that 50 viewer mark, you know, that's the goal we always go for. Then we'll start rolling some giveaways too for these guys. And in appreciation of their time on here, we'll roll each of their names as a keyword. Yeah, it's best of 3 combine. Starting with the semifinals. Very tight game. It's like 10-point game. I can hear furious tapping on both sides. Y'all set up betting for the finals. That's a good run. Both hit bonus. Sam's getting some good defensive back moves going on in this one. Still need to get some rage music playing while these tourneys are going on.
This one's ugly.
20 seconds left. That was a big run. All right, so we're splitting a match. So thanks for the cheer, Lip Boy. So we've got split match now, 1-1. This is the tiebreaker. So this winner moves on to the finals round. Combine says the third game will be a tie of 15-38 to 15-38. I put Streamlabs on performance mode too. Maybe that'll help also with some of the stream. But I think most of it's coming from what I can see on both of the laptops here. Most of it's coming from Zoom. Jay's looks pretty solid. Sam's is a little bit slower than Jay's. Fred says good luck if you guys aren't watching the chat. Very evenly matched. You guys have done a good job building that team up. $29.99 versus $29.94. I'll have to set up the bet for the next one, Lit Boy. D-Man. That blitz is just getting inside.
Yeah.
It's a good run. A holiday, Berlin calling. Yeah, that defense is just getting a lot of pressure on this round.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, Sam's benefit is he's used to playing at low power.
This is just
Yeah, I'm way too used to it.
I mean, it's all defense though. I mean, it's not like you're you're making the right calls. That defense is just getting inside, and the blitz, you just can't do anything about it. Sam, the defense is I mean, they're making some stops, but they're not getting inside on the pass plays like I'm seeing on your side, Jay. That's OD for you though. Getting some decent cornerback play. Yeah, it's random solutions. It's there's a lot of random adjustments. There's an OD post that I always like to reference that I put together that describes a little bit about OD for people that having trouble or just getting frustrated with that game mode. There's a lot of random adjustments that occur with each OD match. That's why we kind of run the one the one play or the one match rounds all the way up to the semifinals, because it essentially gives anybody a chance to make it up. That's tough. That defense, man, that defense was swarming. So Sam moves on to the finals round. Let me get back out of performance mode. That's a solid, like I said, defense, man. That those last two matches were all defense. That was, I mean, you had good play calls, good strategy, and then the defense was just hammering. I mean, you couldn't get a pass off, it looked like. Yeah, what did we end up, -2 yards rushing? And, I mean, watching it on the stream, and watching it here, you just couldn't, there was no way to get through that line. But,
it's definitely turned it up those last two.
Oh yeah, for sure. What's yeah, man, that was the difference there. I mean, that on the first match, Jay's line was holding up quite a bit, and then on the second and third one, the line fell backwards. What team configuration? If you guys don't mind asking, do you guys have both your O line and D lines pretty well gutted, or what's the setup?
I can show mine real quick.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind showing your teams. Because obviously the teams can change, but it'd be interesting maybe to see what you used for this particular match. So there, everybody can kind of see. I don't know if you guys have a second to kind of go into what you picked there, but it looks like Sam's side's got 90 plus except for the center, and Jay had an elite offensive tackle. What about on the defensive side, Jay? Yes, I had some elite defensive linemen, and Sam's got almost a 100 average defensive line in. So that might have been the difference on that side is that 100. And he had a 105 DeMarcus Lawrence coming in giving pressure, and I bet that's who was chewing up the run, Jay.
That probably was.
Yeah, there's a max DeMarcus Lawrence sitting right there. Yeah, it looked like that second match just was, like I said, that defense finally picked up. Fellas, you don't have to stay. If you want to stick on, you're more than welcome to. Glad to have you guys back if you guys want to spend some time and kind of discuss your strategy as we go. But otherwise, we'll that ends up. Sam moves on to the finals round. I do want to announce the prizes because we haven't kind of discussed much about that. I think I have again told most of the people what we have, but in terms of the prize, it's been publicly released. But what we have. And what EA has allowed us to out this particular for this particular tournament. Let me flip back over to my normal gameplay video. So we have the winner of the tournament gets to pick a 105 of their choice. So any 105, they're able to go in and they can pick out what they want. The second place winner gets to pick a 105 from the MF promo. So they can choose one of the 105s from that particular range, and then I'm pulling up the rest of the list here that I have. Give me just a second. Yeah, you guys. Let's see. Pulling it up so I don't get it right, but we have prizes all the way through. I think the top 16 players that played in the tournament, which is huge. So we're giving away quite a few more prizes than what we had. So we have for the third place player, they will get a 100 overall select, so they can choose any 100 overall in the game. Fourth place will get a 100 overall MF select, so they can pick any of the 100 overalls that we have so far from the MF Field Pass. And then all the other ones that we have will have 99 or lower select. So you can choose any 99 or lower select that you want outside of that. And so we're actually going to have any round 6 players and up, I think, is what we'll have. So we're going to give out a total of 16 prizes, I believe, for the tournament, which I think is pretty huge. That certainly is a bigger prize pool than we had. We had badges that we gave out the last time, but certainly that's going to give everybody a pretty solid. Those top 16 players will get something for participating in the tourney, which I think is pretty solid. So hopefully everybody's happy with that. So even though JFurry is out in the semifinals round, he's still definitely going to walk away with a pretty solid prize, I think, for the third place. And we probably will play, if you guys want, since we've got a little bit of a tier in there, we'll do a match for third and fourth place. So you guys have one more shot, and we can either live stream it, or if you guys just want to play them, we can set that up. But the key thing is that we'll have that one more match where people can again play for whether they get the 100 select or the 100 from the MF promo. So with that, I'll get with you guys a little bit later, and we'll set up the finals match. Again, Goody Two Shoes and Valerace we still have coming. They're going to play their match this afternoon. They're going to send me the recorded videos, and we'll play that on stream. Maybe not Friday, since Friday is a holiday, but we'll probably have them. We'll probably have them record and then do the side-by-side view, so we can watch that and then be able to stream that live also on the channel. But again, Sam, JFurry, thank you very much for taking time to jump on the stream. And we'll start out, since Sam was the winner, we'll do the first, we'll roll the first giveaway. First giveaway, the keyword, we'll go live with it right now. Keyword is Sam. And then after we roll this giveaway, since we're about 40 minutes into it, we will roll JFurry as the keyword. So Sam is the first one, and then we'll roll the next one immediately after, and pay homage to JFurry and Sam for their support today. But guys, I appreciate it. If you want to hop off, I'll see you guys in chats, and I'll see you guys in LVO.
Thanks for having us.
All right, talk to you guys later. Alright, so I'm just going to end those out so that way we don't catch a hot mic or anything. Alright, so again, keyword is live, giveaway is live, Sam, S-A-M, for taking the promo again, or taking the trip to the finals. It was two good matchups, I think. I think both of those guys are pretty solid players. They obviously, Sam plays a lot in the underpowered stretch. First match, clearly it's yeah, I do need to shave. It's getting scruffy. It's about time. I'm not going to completely cut it off. Just going to trim it. But yeah, certainly you know, the 3K matchup, and really the key thing, it's round 5 or 6. I got to go back and look, Trubs. I'll go back and double check and see, but it's either round 5 or round 6. I have to count, but I think it's a total of 16 that we said we would give out. Let's see. I'm just making sure I got the count. Yeah, I think that's 16 prizes if we go round 5. So I think maybe round 5 is what we'll have starting prizes. So again, I think that's pretty solid for everybody to be able to have that opportunity, I believe. Yeah, so I mean, the big difference, you know, if you look in that tourney, you know, the big difference in 2 and 3 was really the defense. You know, Sam's defense, those 100s and the 105 didn't really show up much in the first match, but in the second and third match, you know, really you saw them, you know, really come out of hiding and really were able to put a stop on a lot of JFurry's run pressures, right? I mean, trying to get around, and then I think Lawrence was the one right there, that 105 running on that side, to be able to get those stops. So that's tough. When OD turns on you and that defense gets cranked up a little bit, it's tough. Yeah, my real name is Vol. That's right. My real name is Vol. Yeah, that's a question I probably, even if we cashed in the personal questions, I don't think I'll answer my my real first name. So let's see, let's get in here. I'm going to get on the stream manager here so we can make sure if we do need to play up anybody or do anything like that. So Sam, giveaway is live, guys. Remember, Sam, S-A-M, giveaway is live. Just going to pull up my stream tools over here so that way I can focus on that without having to kill my streaming system here. Alright, so I figured we could do today, we could do Wheel of Coaches also, so we'll go through. We've not gone through and played, so we can either do Arena or Overdrive, so I'll probably pop a poll in. We've got 50 people on. Again, really appreciate you guys hanging out at lunch. I know that's a tough time for a lot of people, but what I want to do is, let me get this loaded back up. Let's go ahead and roll the giveaway, though, for Sam, S-A-M. So again, SAM, we're going to roll it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hill City with the win, following early on. Really appreciate it, Hill. Hill said he would. Hill said he was hoping for a win today. He was actually just complaining he had not won. So there you go. There you go. So I will send Hill his whisper here. I'm going to reload Nightbot on the other laptop. And again, that way I don't kill off this system. Working on stuff. And definitely need to shave. You can probably see some little flakes of gray coming in on couple of strands of hair there on the beard. So let's immediately roll. We'll immediately roll the next giveaway once this loads. Just taking just a second. I'm going to reload Nightbot here so we make sure everyone's in there live. So the giveaway keyword is JFurry, 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 and that giveaway is live, and we'll go ahead and start playing a little bit, so that way we can get moving. Should have follower only chat on, I believe, so that way there's no mistakes where somebody accidentally is not following. But make sure if you want to win the prize that you or they win the giveaway, you've got to be following the channel. Thanks for the follow, Explicit, and thanks for the cheer, Fred. I know everybody likes to save the cheer for the final time to try to see if they can take over the stream boss. But right now, Sam is holding on to the stream boss position. So Sam may be calling the shots next week. All right, I'm gonna get this whisper out to Hill City. Not like Hill doesn't know how to find me, but try to put everything through Twitch just so we kind of keep it official. So Hill, if you're listening, you've got a choice of a 96, 98, or 100 overall 4th of July player. So just let me know which one you want. So let's go ahead and pop a poll in. We've got 56 viewers in. Again, really appreciate it. Thanks for the follow, X6, and thanks for the cheer, Beast. So let's. Thanks, SBP. Let me turn that down. I bet it's getting amplified somewhere. I know what it is. I need to turn my my actual desktop unit down. I had it up so I could hear the guys. That should be better. Because I think what's happening, I think the alert's coming in, and then the microphone's picking up the sound. Which that's not good. That's not good. How's the music in the background? Can you guys hear that? Okay. I swapped out the tunes this morning. Thanks for the cheer, Fred, and thanks for the follow, Ricker. So let's put a poll up and let's see what we're doing today. Whether we want to do arena or we want to do OD. So I'm going to put the poll in. So we'll set that live. Like I said, we've got a good number of viewers on, so we can go ahead and start playing a bit. Which mode should we play? And if we do OD, we'll do the Wheel of Coaches and mix it up a little bit, and that way we can go through a series of play. So again, if you guys are if you got channel points or if you've got bits, you guys can use those to add votes on for what you want. But that poll is live. Will be up for just a few minutes. So hopefully everybody can see that now. I'm going to go ahead, and while we're waiting on that, we'll send out the loyalty points also for you guys that are hanging out on the stream. I didn't do that yet, so we got to get the loyalty points out so you guys can bet and bet whether I get beat to death in a match or whether or not I'll take the victory. But let's see. Let me cancel that out. Send you guys points. I'm going to send everybody 60 points. That's on right now. There we go. And then I'll set up betting for the finals, which I think will be cool. So you don't have to bet right now. Yeah, giveaways live. JFurry, JFurry, JFurry. Yeah, Josh, I stream at lunchtime because it's convenient for me right now. I'm mostly our offices are only work, at the office or at the lab if I have to, and so I'm fortunate that a good portion of what I do can be done at home. And so this was a good opportunity for me to ramp up streaming a little bit and doing lunch. But we'll probably kick over and start doing some more nighttime stuff. Maybe keep some of the streams. And I'm actually tinkering the possibility of doing a kind of a random stream concept. I know Twitch is all about having like your schedule and you got to stream on these times. But I thought it might be neat if we kind of made it a little bit of a game where I do some random streams, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and those will just be pop-up streams. Yeah, that's what it'd be, like Vol After Dark or Madden After Dark, Madden at midnight, something like that. I'll do probably later night So that way we can, we can just cover, a lot of different topics in the evening and catch maybe some people, obviously, that are at work. And as people are going, start getting back to school, maybe. Still don't know if my kids are going back to school yet or not. But that way we can maybe try some different things. But we'll maybe keep the lunch stream too, because I know some of the guys like in the UK and different areas, this time frame works pretty well. Showtime. But this time works good for some of those guys too. So I've kind of held on to this also because we can hit some people at lunch in the States. Some of the people in the Pacific are able to watch in the morning, and then we hit some of the guys like Mabs and those folks in the different time zones. That's cool. That way people can watch and try to mix it up. But I like the random streams because that means you guys, if you want to know when those streams are happening, then you'll have to make sure you've got the notifications on for the channel. And when those notifications hit, that's right, breakfast with Vol, which I could do that. I mean, protein shake in the morning or protein shake in the afternoon doesn't really make a difference, and that's usually what I do. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the usual times that are there are going to be past that. I have been adding some max players, so looks like Arena has won the poll. So we'll do some Arena. I think I've got Vrabel in right now, maybe as the coach, but we may be in a position where I can lock that. And if so, we'll maybe spin the wheel or maybe do another poll and see who we want to play in a match. But yeah, no, I did add some. So if you guys want to take a look, you can see what team building I did. I was trying to actually get the power up because we hit Abusement Park yesterday, and so I was trying to. Yeah, that's okay. Listening's fine, Hill. I appreciate the support, man. But we hit Abusement Park yesterday, so I was trying to get some power up just so maybe I would have a chance that it wouldn't be that much of a differential. And I think we're getting our heads kicked in right now, but that happens, I mean, again, we're just straight overpowered. Yeah, that's right, Fred. I'm saving the OG. You can see that I maxed Schofield since the last time we were on stream on Monday. Maxed out Schofield, and I've left Thuney alone, and certainly that's going to stay that way, I think, until I get Nelson, and then I'll use him. I'll use Thuney for badges. And then I'll max him after that. And that'll finish up, essentially that will take care of my offense, and the offense will be done minus hey, Uzi Desline, thanks for the gifts, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I ended up on my Abusement Park drives yesterday, had 2 good runs. Took me. I've been playing down 5. -5 minimum, minus the boosters, and it was tough. It was tough. So I'm my power was at 7,600 roughly, 7,614 I think, and thanks for the follow, Gills, and was it Gil Sandy, and so I was down -5, outpowered by almost 2,200, something like that. It was about 7,600 to 9172, so playing maxed. And first 2 drives, good, making good progress, chipping away. Second drive, I think, took 16 plays to score. But then on the third drive, we hit a little bit of chaos, and we'll kind of show. I can show that. I don't mind doing that. So if we look at the film, we hit a little bit of chaos. Again, on the offense side, again, we've got some nice triple. Again, I run spread. Love spread, like the way that that works. And again, Uzi, really appreciate the gifted subs, man. But and thanks for the cheer, Josh. So you can see, triple option switch. I always pull out my spread toolkit. That's where the way I like to operate in LVL with spread. Again, you guys have heard on the stream, I like to use triple option switch and try to just test that defense. I want to see what kind of speed that I'm getting. And the way triple option switch works, where you've got the quarterback and the halfback that all have to move out, you get a good idea. It actually, I think it engages a lot of just switch from spread to not this late in the season. And I like to test that defense with triple option switch or another play that's very similar. So that way I can see whether or not that offense is going to spread, the defense is going to spread out. I can see how fast the linebackers are. You know, there's going to have to be somebody that pulls out and sets up the. There's going to be the linebackers that pull out and try to cover the running back, and so it's a really nice play to spread them out and be able to see what sort of detriment you're potentially working at, which is good to see. And so then, you know, obviously start chipping away there. You know, read option, and again, I don't play drives usually on stream. Just personally, it's a thing I don't want to put my league at any sort of a risk, even against a lower team usually, or a lower defense, simply because, you know, I don't want to get an NTO because of streaming, and that's you know, that's just not fair to the league. But then we you know, hit some read option. You know, midline read was one that was terrible early on in the season. But now, once you started getting some max defenders, if you had really good blockers from the get-go, then midline read actually can open up some pretty decent yardage. You can see there, again, down a huge amount of power, 19 yards, and then pulling out stretch, some halfback zone, finally getting PA boot over in a situation where, again, I was on you know, a 4th and 4 there, and really needed that. I was on first down, and then you know, just close enough there in that 18-20 yard range where I really like to pull out PA boot over to hit the end zone, and able to score. But you can see this second drive was just a bear, right? I get killed on triple option switch, halfback dive, I get some yardage, halfback zone, no gain. End up having to convert a 4th and 3 with wide receiver corner. I had Vrabel in. As we've kind of gone, punt block. As we've kind of gone, through the season, when I play these teams where I'm at a clear disadvantage, then this is a situation where I want a coach that really does help me with have some expanded pass plays also. Running is what you want to try to go through, and Marone is 9 times out of 10 the coach that I'll play with. But in this case, I pulled Vrabel, and he's one of the ones that I like, him and Garrett. For being able to give me a few extra pass plays against these tougher defenses, and in those cases, I will you know, pull out the pass plays. So again, wide receiver corner there to be able to try to convert. That was just a short dump off to the halfback, and then again you can see we follow up read option, stretch, midline read. You know, just playing down and distance, trying to chunk through and make a difference. Again, got stuck again. Titans weak zone left me with no gain at all, and so then had luckily wide receiver corner left over. Fullback was left wide open, and so was able to hit that in the flat for you know, easy conversion. And then again, we're just getting stopped, triple option switch, get PA boot over because of coverage that I'd seen at that 2nd and long range, and so that left it. It was a fast pass. That one was one where it was snap and immediately throw the ball based on the coverage that was coming in. And then again, finally scored a touchdown, but then messed up my pass on inside switch, and Ray Lewis caught the ball and then runs it back for 98 yards, but not after totally pancaking. I did not record that drive, but totally pancaked one of my offensive linemen going back down the field. So Ray Lewis is trucking down the sideline at full speed with the intercepted pass and just tanking down the field. My offensive lineman comes over and tries to tackle Ray Lewis, and the result is Ray Lewis with a sick stiff arm to my offensive lineman and drops him to the ground and takes it to the house to give them 2 yards. I mean, we don't record a lot of drives. We record if we need to. I mean, if we start seeing issues with something, then we'll ask people to record, but it's not a requirement for the way we play. We look at film, and we'll go back and look to see if people are making sound play calls. And we do share a lot of our own play call stuff. So when we actually do drives or things like that, if there's something we want to share, we'll put that into our strategy channels, one of our strategy channels, to kind of tell people this is what we think is good for you know, for this particular setup. But certainly we don't record drives and then preview, but we do report on what we see. So when we start seeing, okay, here's cover, we saw a lot of cover 3 sky, or we saw, you know, a lot of field goal formations on short down or short yardage situations. So then we bring that back into the league as we're going. Most of us, you know, in 99 Problems, we've played long enough to where we know the fundamentals of the game. and you know, we don't have to push too hard on people for the most part. Only on the, you know, some of the newer folks. No, I took next level. I always play up. There's never a situation. Yeah, no, it just depends on schedule. I mean, most of us in 99 Problems, we're all old guys like me, right? So it's most of us are older, so it's just we play when we get time. We don't necessarily hold for any particular reason, but we do strategize. I mean, certainly against a top team like that, there's a lot of discussion going on about what we're seeing and how we're going. Yeah, Donald Truck's defense was ridiculous, of course. But you can see here as we go through the drives, you know, and thanks for the follow, Impacted and Pavement. But you can see we're chunking along. We're doing pretty good. We're not getting any bad situations that we can't get out of. Again, you know, fullback dive or the fullback strong I really like in Marone's playbook, but Vrabel also has fullback Steen, which is probably my second favorite fullback play. Yeah, sure, we can break that down and show you what I do. I mean, since the vote was for Arena, we'll do that. But you can see we got stuck. So right here, we ended up in a situation. So triple option switch, I tried to get, which I really like triple option switch in these 15, 18-yard plays. It really is one of my favorite plays to pull out right there. The defense usually is going to be in more of a goal line protection situation, and a lot of times you get some really nice coverages to just allow the running back to go through. And then you see smash was incomplete, so immediately I hit smash and popped it into the receiver. Kittle was open, and it just got dropped, right? Got popped in the end zone, and I had some hit power reducers in. And again, that's one thing that I do when I'm playing these top leagues and playing against players with higher power. When I know that I'm going to be reduced, is I put in hit power reducers as much as I can, because then that's going to help reduce the chance that I get a fumble. So whoever I was playing was likely at a at least a -9 hit power, so that helps when they do knock the ball out, or it helps keep the ball from being knocked out and helps cut down on if my running back takes a good pop, that it's going to result in putting the ball on the ground. So then, that's not a problem. I'm at a comfortable range, third and 18 with our 3rd and 14 with PA boot over. Easy play, just like before. That's what I used to put it into the end zone. Coverage was exactly what I got, and but the problem was that the defensive line pushed in on my offensive line and touched Michael Vick. Literally just touched him, right? And you guys have been through this. You guys know that drill. Literally touched Michael Vick, and he just froze. So there was no throwing the ball at all, right? I'm trying to tap, and then nothing, right? So that ended up forcing me in a situation where I got a 5-yard loss, and now I'm at a 4th and 19, 4th and 20 situation. Depending on the way you round, it's probably a 4th and 19 and a half, something like that. And so Uzi had bet me in a chat that if I could convert that 4th and 20, that he would gift some subs. So that's probably why Uzi's gifting subs today. So we pulled out. We said our prayers to Mother Mary, and converted the 4th and 20 for the touchdown. Still only got 22 and gave them 2 in the process, which is not what you want to do. But Abusement Park's certainly way more powered than we are, for sure. So Trubs, Wendy, you guys, this is a good match, good game, but a solid beatdown. And that's okay, it happens, right? You roll on, snap and clear, as you say in football, right? You figure out what you can do, and you move on. So we got Arena. So we've got Arena that everybody wants to play. Yeah, that's true. Literally 2 minutes before we spun, Carlton. That's absolutely right. That's not a good sign, though. Maybe that's bad luck. All right, so coaches maxed we have, right? So let's maybe get which coach might you guys want to see, and we'll put them in the poll. So here you can see who's maxed, and we can max somebody else. We can run through Freddie Kitchens. I saw somebody mention Kitchens. So we got one for Rivera. Madden. All right, I'll put Madden in the poll. So these are the ones that are going in the poll, right? So Rivera's going in the poll. Kingsbury's going in the poll. Peyton's going in the poll. You got 2 more spots. Highlight your message. Highlight your message and let me know what you want. Last 2, I'll only look at the highlighted messages. So we got Nagy. Last one. Madden. All right, Madden's going in the poll. All right. I'll have to max out Madden a little bit if we go. All right, so we got the coaches in: Rivera, Kingsbury, Peyton, Nagy, and Madden. So we'll go ahead and we'll start that poll. It's going to be up for 3 minutes. Did I roll the other giveaway or not? Are we still in JFurry giveaway land? Yeah, we're still in JFurry giveaway land. So let's go ahead. I'll start this poll. JFurry, JFurry, JFurry. Let's put, all right, here's the last one in the poll. Give me one more highlighted if we don't want Madden. I'd totally put Madden. All right, Reich. We got Reich. I see Reich up there. So Reich is the other one. All right, so I'm going to start the poll, and we'll do the giveaway. So which coach? All right, so that poll should be live. So guys, vote. Again, you can use bits. You can use channel points to up your vote, whatever you want to see. And I will go ahead and roll the giveaway. JFurry, JFurry. We're going to roll that. So Josh814, following since May 29th. Thanks for the follow, man. So I will get your whisper out right now. Josh814. Congratulations. All right, let's roll up another giveaway. So again, you guys know I like to celebrate the day always, and so we are in Wednesday. So let's make the giveaway. The next one will be Wednesday, Wednesday, Wednesday. And let's jump into some play. Let's get playing. So once we get this poll, let's see who's got the lead so far. So far, Nagy is winning. Nagy, God. Yeah, Nagy's probably going to win that unless people pull that back in. Wednesday. Hey, and all the AP guys on, good game today. Great game. I see a bunch of you guys on the stream. So again, appreciate hanging out. And I made like the ultimate mistake today with the protein shake, is I put more water than called for in the protein shake. Not what you want to do. Yeah, and that's okay. So you can use channel points, or you can use bits to actually increase the vote. It is a rookie move, Fred. You're right. It's like not waiting for the defense to settle before snapping in LVL or Arena. Rookie move. We got the new puppy, man. So the new puppy running around just completely distracted me, took me off my protein shake game this morning. Maybe I should show a picture of the puppy. You guys want to see a picture of the new dog? That's way off Madden topic, but several people have asked what sort of dog we got. And Nagy for the win. That's so terrible, Nagy. So we've gone through some of his plays, but let's just jump in. Instead of talking about the plays, we've kind of worked through that. But let's go through beef gravy. God, that's terrible. Where am I going? Used to playing Overdrive. Arena. So let's see if I'm still locked in to Arena. I think maybe I'm okay. Yeah, so we should be able to lock in and play with Nagy. So we'll confirm that. Yeah, Nagy's plays just are terrible, terrible, terrible. So remember that giveaway is live Wednesday, WEDNESDAY. So if any of you guys spin up an Arena right now, I will be at a sore disadvantage with Nagy for sure. Nagy. Always heard different pronunciations. Put in performance mode too, so hopefully we get a good stream. Let me know. Oh yeah, let me put the bet up so you guys can bet on the match. So bets are open right now. There we go. So you guys should be able to bet now. And I sent everybody out 60. Remember, giveaway is live. So with Nagy, I mean, he's got a couple of decent pass plays, but what kills you for using him in OD is his run plays. They're absolute trash. They don't, they're no quality at all to any of them unless you just get absolutely lucky, right? And you really have to be really lucky. In terms of some of the other plays, he does have some decent plays for Arena, which is not bad. Again, he's terrible for OD. His combination of plays and tactics is just awful. You can make a run and I have done it, you know, Hall of Fame and beyond with Nagy, but man, it's way harder than it should be to do that. So we'll do Wheel Poco, which is one of the plays that I do like from Nagy. So with Wheel Poco, we've got several interesting routes. We're going to have a halfback route going to the flat. We're going to have this tight end route that's going to be our slot route that's going to be very similar to our Z shallow cross for those of you that use spread, for the 3 people that use spread. The 3 or 4 other people that use spread, and then we have this outside route. So if you get complete wide open, you know, in this short flats area, then you have another option there. And then worst case scenario, you can dump that ball off to this hook route. Again, the post routes, the deep post routes, I'll look to if I've got a situation where that I'm just completely beating the cornerbacks and the safeties, and then I let them usually go way past midfield before I attempt to make that deep post throw, because a lot of times, you know, especially if you're playing higher powered players, you end up in a situation middle linebacker just skies the ball and swats everything down. And remember, giveaway is live Wednesday. Giveaway is live. So my first route I'm going to look for is that Z shallow cross route to the slot here, or to Kittle here, and then I'm going to look for this fullback route as my secondary. And so here we can see how this plays out. So there, you know, we're not going to get much. I'm going to go for the deep route downfield because the tight end was able just to absolutely beat me, or beat his guy. Yeah, Wheel Poco and scrambling, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw what a hole opened up there. We'll run it again. You know, even against good teams, that will open up. And it's just those, you know, those plays where you've got anything that drags down and overloads one side is usually going to open up, you know, a scrambling lane somewhere, right? Unless you've got somebody that just picks up the quarterback immediately, then generally you're going to end up in a situation where you're going to have a nice scrambling lane that's available if you need to. I mean, scrambling for me, spread, that's almost always an option. So let's see if we can just scramble it straight in with Wheel Poco, right? So again, we've got this, you know, the wide receiver routes coming in for the hook, so we're going to draw off a defender. We've got the flat route with the halfback coming out, it's going to draw off a defender. We've got the tight end route going to draw off a defender. And so if these guys back up into coverage at all, then we can just scramble the ball straight in, and you're going to have a hole somewhere. Especially if you see zone coverage. Zone coverage will get chewed up with Wheel Poco, because they tend to stay back. So let's jump in. We'll do the kick return, and I'll keep it back. We'll sandbag on this kick return. Yeah, I love spread. I mean, it's you know, I'm certainly in the minority when it comes to spread lovers, but I love spread. It's my favorite. It's my favorite scheme. just fun to play. So obviously flanker spot, is one from from last year that still remains a really good play. Again, we have the same sort of we've got a short hook route if we need just very short yardage potentially, and we see that cornerback draw off or the linebacker there draw off. We have the corner route for the slot. In this case, the way that I've got the play flipped, and we've got the halfback route that we can go to. So the first place I'm going to go for is that corner route and see if that corner route is open. And then I'm going to look for the fullback route, and then I'm going to look for a last ditch, either throwaway, scramble, or hit that curl route that's there. So let's see if we get the opening. Looks like we're going to have that underneath, so we've got a good throw there. As long as Vic doesn't overthrow it, that should be good. How's stream looking? Stream quality looking okay? So we'll look at some of his run plays. Halfback counter trap, again, these, unless you just get absolutely lucky you're playing just a really low level team. That block right there, you saw that block. That almost never happens, right? So this is the situation. So let's go back and look at that in instant replay, right? So you've got the right there. You see that diving block that occurs? So this guy peels off of the line, right? So we've got to have this guy peel off of the line, come over, and then look at that. And so right there, that angle that offensive lineman, that offensive guard takes is almost never the right angle and results in just a completely busted play. Usually, if this wasn't such a overpowered match, we'd have a situation where that would be a just instant sack behind the line of scrimmage. But that, again, just one of the reasons why Nagy's run plays are just straight trash. Straight trash. So this halfback delay, here you can see here we're going to have this same situation. Get these weird blocks that occurs. There we go. Again, another chinked block. Nothing going on. Misses it. And these are maxed offensive linemen, right? So we shouldn't be having this sort of situation against such a low power player. But you can see here again, and this is the problem with Nagy's runs. They don't work. So there, that offensive tackle easily should be able to pick up that block, but instead, what does he do? Pops the dude inside, right? The play is designed to go inside, and there he pops the defender, gets completely on the outside of him, pops him inside so that he's able to make the tackle. Just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. No point to ever use those run plays. So stick and nod was one that was really nice last season. Also, and still remains a pretty decent play. These streak routes will get open a lot of times, especially when you see this press coverage that's here, and you can always dump it out to the short route or scramble. We'll just go over the top because he just got straight beat. And of course, we have an overthrow there or just lack of receiver effort. Always love to see that. So let's look at mountain spot. This is our motion spot. This is another. I always want to say mountain when I see MTN, but. So here again, we're going to look for the corner route. When you have these corner routes like that, that's your main read, and then, most of the time. And then I'm going to look for the halfback out in the flat, and then we're just going to either scramble, and there we're going to have the corner route wide open. And then with those corner routes, the key thing too, when you've got those kind of wide-angled corner routes, those overthrows is crazy, but. You want to make sure that you get that ball off, reasonably fast, because in those corner routes, especially those ones with a little bit wider angle on them, or a little bit more obtuse angle that they make with the sideline, the issue becomes that you have a higher risk of actually catching that, and it'll be counted as out of bounds, right? And that's one thing that Nick's alluded to in MM21 that I'm really hoping for, that we have a better situation in terms of catching those balls inbound. So let's go ahead and do the giveaway. We'll do Wednesday, and then we'll jump back in and play some more. We'll do X Post. Not one of my favorite plays, but so giveaway. We'll roll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coach Beard, following since June 22nd. Let's see if we can hit this post out here. If this stays underneath, then I'm going to try that throw. And there we got dinked there. And I'll send you your whisper in just a second. Let's go back to flanker spot. See if we can hit this corner route, maybe up in the end zone. Safety's moved over, but we've got single coverage up here, so this might get open on the cut. And there we go. Got the score. So hopefully we've not timed out and forfeited the match unnecessarily, which that would be shameful. Time management and streaming does not go well together yet. Still working on that. So 26. So we picked up also a return or a safety. Let's see what happened there. We'll open later. Nobody wants that. So let's see what happened there in that match. So was it a safety or was it a return? Yeah, so we got a safety. So the defense stepped up, got reckless, started pulling out Hail Mary early on, and couldn't make it happen. All right, Coach Beard, let me get your whisper out here. All right, guys, what's the next keyword? Highlight. And let me know what you guys want the keyword to be. We'll take the first few highlights and we'll put it up in a poll, and you guys can vote on which keyword. And please be reasonable. All right, we got lunch. We got Swaggy. We got 4th and 19. I like that one. Pup. There we go. Yeah, we got the new pup there. One more. Oh, we got snowballs. So let's do which one? They came in back to back. So we got Swaggy, Toe Drag. So we got them all. Toe Drag, and then 4th and 19, and then Pup. All right. So we'll leave that up for just a few minutes, and then we'll roll that giveaway. All right. So giveaway keyword poll is up. Guys, really appreciate everybody hanging out. Like I said, I know lunchtime's rough. We'll play a couple more, and we'll give away a couple more giveaways since I always got behind. Me and Carlton are terrible for starting to wax poetic and getting behind on our giveaways. And maybe we'll switch from Nagy after this one. He's terrible. Or if one of you guys want to spin up and play, one of you high-powered guys, Trubs, Wendy, if you guys want to see if we can spin up and hit. Corn Elder. Yeah, that, man, people love that on Reddit. I delete so many repeat Corn Elder posts. So again, we're going to look for that corner route first, and then we're going to look for the scrambling lanes or the halfback. Usually that corner route in there, it's you just got underneath the coverage. I should have thrown that off or scrambled. Let's look at some other bad run plays from Nagy. So we got 95 Mike. So 95 Mike. Yeah, I get Hall of Fame every season. I usually go to top 500 and then call it a day. I did top top 20, 30 all last year, and ended top, I think top 35, something like that by the end of the all time. But this year is just not enough time to play. 95 Mike is his best run play that he has. You can get some decent yardage on that. It's certainly good enough for short yardage in OD, but not going to be enough to cover those long plays. Fullback belly's not bad if you get the blocks, but it has a little bit slower handoff than fullback strong from Marone, or I think fullback sting from Vrabel. May just be in my head, but it just always seems like that's a little bit slower, maybe a step slower than the other ones. So again, corner routes where we're going first. See what's happening with this player there. The corner route's open, but you see how they'll stop on the route like that? There, I waited too long to make the throw, and the tight end on the short side of the field just completely stopped on the ball. And so that'll happen, which is as bad as it just being caught and ruled out of bound. Let's get some spread action going, and then we'll finish off with a Nagy play in the end zone. So dig return is one that's interesting. This one, if you can hit this inside spot, I like the out route, I like the inside spot, and then everything else is improvisation. We've got looks like the two linebackers in the middle of the field that we'll have to watch for that inside route. But if the person playing here follows on with Kelsey and stays back in that position, then that out route will likely come open, because we only have the one defender on the opposite side. And there we see again overthrow in that case, but that out route would have been wide open. So yeah, looks like the poll's ended. We've got 4th and 19. So give me just a second. Let me type in 4th and 19. So I appreciate everybody that voted for that one. That's clearly. So 4th and 19. 4th and 19 is the giveaway for THAND19, and that is the giveaway. Let's go back to do flanker spot. I think I'm on the left side of the field. So on the corner routes, it's a good idea to make sure that your corner route on those is going to the wider side of the field. Otherwise, you run the risk of going out of bounds, or again like that, the receiver changes route or stops, which is not necessarily what you want to do. Let's see if we can get some PA fork action going here. Nice little lob pass out. 4th and 19, guys. 4 THAND19 is for the giveaway. Appreciate the mods hanging out. SPP, thanks for hanging out and being on. So I've made the first 2 stream bosses permanent mods now. So SBP is a permanent, and hold on, let me pick my play here. Let's go Z shallow cross. And Jesus is a permanent mod whenever he's able to get on. So again, we'll look at halfback delay here again. We can watch how these just don't block like they're supposed to most of the time. There you see my own guy just turning right into me. That guard just can't get around. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we take a poll, for the people that are on here right now. Do we take a break, or do we, stream on Friday? Maybe we can still do a lunch thing. I'll put that poll up right now, and everybody can vote here. So we'll leave that poll up for maybe 5 minutes or so people can get their votes in. All right, so that poll's live. So let me know if you guys might like to do a stream, and then I'll see what I can do if we're in town. We may be going someplace, but if I'm here, maybe we can still run it. So there we're gonna hit that corner route again. Go stick and nod. Yeah, we could stream the finals that day, for the tournament. Well, Friday is just the holiday. I think the 4th is the Saturday. Remember, 4th and 19, 4 THAND19. Need to put the betting up. I forgot to put the betting. You guys gotta keep me on task. It's terrible, terrible. I gotta be able to talk, stream, and play. Slowly getting better. Still behind though. Let's not run that kickoff back. Let's play. So 4th and 19. Yeah, let's do some wheel poco. Let's see if we can get a really nice scramble off of this maybe. So we got a blitz coming in. See, that guy just chases down his man, so it just opens up those lanes like crazy. Again, not the best play for overdrive, but really good. Can be effective for LVL and for arena. Ah, Kelsey got tripped up. Let's go dig return. See if we can hit this post ray out deep. We've got some. Oh, we got a blitz coming in. Ah, bad throw. Off back foot. Yeah. And some of those things are crazy to watch. Those hot dog eating tournaments. Insanity. Little pitch and catch. Let's get our PA fork going again. I don't get to use that that very often. Yeah, I use trail shake quite a bit, especially against you know, it even works with higher power teams. It's almost like a secondary Hail Mary, really, if you're underpowered. You only have the 2 routes to go to potentially, but and there it is officially, the loss. I don't want to open all this right now. Let's play up. You guys want to switch from Nagy? Let's switch out. Yeah, let me double check. They should have, but let me make sure. Gonna do some Garrett. So let's do, we'll do some Garrett for a bit. Those will do interleague. So we'll jump out and we'll play, we'll go against some of our tougher teams here. Swap out and play so we can see some Garrett action. Can't bet on these, which is the problem. I don't know why this is, it's not letting me pick the winner here. May have to reload CloudBot. CloudBot is having problems. All right, so let's go ahead and roll the giveaway. So 4th and 19. Oh man, we're at 50% yes and no on the stream. So you know, Chronic here has got you know, pretty significant advantage over me. So I like playing those guys where I've got a deep disadvantage. We're gonna roll the giveaway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So subject to changes is the winner, following since June 8th. Let me get your get the whisper sent out. Subject to changes. All right, so that is sent out. So the poll ended. So we've got a yes on. Man, I was right at it. 237, 234 yes on the stream. So I'll try to see if we can, if maybe we can do something on Friday and stream a bit. And Trubs added a lot of votes in there with channel points. So let's run in here. You know, with Garrett, he's got a lot of really nice plays, running plays we've talked about. He's got a lot of really nice pass plays. Wide receiver sluggo is great. Y post is a nice play. I like Texas. I like scat. Cowboy double ends is very similar to one of the PA plays, and I get PA double ends, I think, is the name of that one that's with Marone. But some really solid plays that are really helpful in LVL and in arena overall. But certainly let's look at wide receiver sluggo. I still think that that the standard scheme sluggo is better than Garrett's sluggo. But what we're going to look for is that you know, bent go route on the right, or look at the corner route on the left to try to see what we get. First place underpowered is going to be that go route, but there, you know, it took a little bit too much time to develop. So let's see if we can Z shallow cross and see if we can keep his blitz from coming in on top of me and get the ball out to Kittle. And see, they're just knocking the ball out. So let's look at Texas. Texas is one that I like for deep yard situations like this. We've got that streak route with the go route, and we've got the post route coming out from Juju there. And we'll see what kind of coverage that we get. I'm going to try to hit Juju, and there again we just got a drop pass. Not much you can do with those. You just got to try to put them in place as best you can, and see what you get. Let's see if we can pull off another 4th and 18 Hail Mary situation and get the throw off. There we go. Convert. Hang on to it, Kelsey. So So literally throwing up a prayer there. Let's go wide receiver sluggo again. And then we can look and see if we can keep that blitz. The blitz is just coming in too fast. Too fast. Not much you can do about that. Let's go cowboy double ends. Yeah, Mary be hailed for sure. So here, I like this because this inside starts to get, a little bit overloaded, and so that middle linebacker is going to have to make a choice on where he's going to go, whether it's deep coverage or staying down low. And so you have a number of options here to be able to hit with cowboy double ends. I like to go to this inside route first if I can. That I should have held off on it, but that's where I usually like to go first. His blitz is coming in so fast I don't have a whole lot of time to do much. But that's the throw I usually like to make, and then you just get swatted down. But that's usually what I like to try to do with cowboy double ends. Let's see if we can get another over the top. Vic just threw that shallow. That was a lob. I didn't even bullet that. That was a lob. When you're -5, man, throw power and everything gets reduced. Or if you're -3 even, it just gets reduced like crazy. Let's play GT. GT's always tough. Yeah, sure, I can play ED, man. So GT is always one of the ones I play against. And I usually have a crap record against everybody in the league. Not because I suck at level or LVL, but because I play with almost every coach. So I'll go in, play a bunch of matches with a new coach, testing out plays, testing out boosters. So I do a lot of in-game play. Let's see if we can get Sluggo off with, this Sluggo I think takes a little bit longer to develop than the scheme-based Sluggo. But there, if you can hit it, that's the play. That's what you want to go for with Garrett. And so here we've got levels Y cells, very similar to wide receiver corner setup, right? And so when you have wide receiver corner, that fullback route really is going to be my first option when I'm looking at short yardage. The next read is going to be over there on the corner route for Kelsey. And so we're going to take a look and see what's happening. The fullback is covered. We've got good coverage across the board. I'm going to try to see if I can get that through. Should have held on to that one and just scrambled up or thrown it away. I want to see if I could see what Mike Vic's throw looks like on that with the -5. So cowboy cross section, I usually look at that inside route first. These linebackers are juiced. We really can't, if I can pull up. But I'm going to look for that post route or the streak route. I'm going to look for this inside post route that's there and try to see if I can hit either of those. If not, then I'm going to read down and try to see if I can catch one of these crossing routes off of coverage. Where these linebackers are positioned, where they're a little bit stacked off center, this is going to be a little bit of an issue potentially on the crossing route. It's liable to get tangled up. But there we see they went back the opposite direction, but couldn't get the throw off just because the line's just not holding up at all. They're reduced so much that I'm just getting brutalized here. So there we hit smash just to try to get our conversion there so we can keep playing. And with that arena, LVL, it's always about down and distance play. You're trying to do things that you can to keep moving. Usually I wouldn't be passing, in yardage situations like this. I'd be trying to chunk, run, and then leave myself with short throws on in any given situation. Let's see if we can get cowboy double ends going again. Here we've got the nice crossing route there where that opened up. And those are the ones that I want to try to look for. As a spread player, that's a lot of what I look for in Arena and LVL are the crossing routes, right? Scat is a really nice one if you can get this over the top play with the streak route or the halfback route, but these hook routes can be a little bit dangerous, especially you see when you've got this man coverage is coming in here. This might be like a pinch bucko, something like that I'm getting ready to get hit with. And in that situation, those guys can hover right there and they'll just snag that hook and leave you in a bad situation. So here I'm going to try to see if I can hit that flat route to the tight end and pick up some yardage. A little bit of a risky throw there. If that was an underthrow, then that's going to be a pick going back. So let's see. You cancel that out. And let's go ahead and roll another set of giveaways. We'll do 2 back-to-back. And again, these are not plays that I would pick in these situations most of the time. So these are odd yardage situations for playing these, but just kind of run through Garrett. But again, I'm watching that center of the field to see what's going to happen with these crossing routes, and I'm going to watch and see what's happening with this with these cornerbacks, hovering back in coverage. And I'm watching. We've got single high, so we may have a potential opportunity to hit this cornerback route on the streak. We're going to be underneath, and there we go. We're going to be able to take that in for a touchdown. So when you see that single high like that, that's where you start looking at. Let's see how good we do with PA as reduced as we are. Pick. But that's really hard to get that throw because they hover right there when you're overpowered. My favorite coach is really it depends on what I'm doing. For LVL, I like Vrabel, I like Marone. Those are my two favorites. Marone is who I usually go to if I'm playing a tougher defense or I know that I'm going to be severely underpowered. Then I'll go with Vrabel usually. If Kingsbury also is really cool. I really like Kingsbury also. He's got some really nice plays. We've gone through some of these before. 689 hook is like people always call it poor man's X follow. You've got PA smash, which is a really good play, and he has Will Poco also, which is good. And then finally has Josh. And finally has Wildcat Power, which is a really cool play. Even against tough teams, we can kind of flip in and look at Kingsbury a little bit also. But even against tough teams like GT, and let's go in, let's play, we'll play D-Man here. D-Man put 8 up on my defense here, looks like. Since Abusement Park beat us in the last LVL, let's give them a shout out. AP is the keyword. AP is the keyword. AP. So here me and D-Man are pretty evenly matched. He's got +1 overall on me. AP is the giveaway. Giveaway's live. We'll do 2 back-to-back since I'm behind. Try to get caught up. So let's see how we do. Wildcat Power was way OP early on. So if we flip that play, then what's going to happen is, the max quarterback comes out here, and Vic actually ends up being one of the best blockers that you have. So if you have a maxed QB and maybe missing out some other position, then he can come out and be your maxed, one of your max defenders. But here we're going to try to see if we can get some good blocks. I almost could have kicked that outside, and that might have been a one-play banger. Wildcat Power is one of my favorite plays in the game because it just adds to the spread sort of feel. Halfback Gut is a pretty decent one. If you get the block, then you can see that'll open up in the middle of the field and kind of spreads them in a V shape, which I like. That usually means that they're not. If it kind of gets that outside block like that, where they spread more in the V shape rather than spreading them internally, then you have less of a risk that the player comes off and pulls that awful horse collar maneuver that we see all the time. Again, giveaway is live. AP is the keyword. So again, his Will Poco is exactly the same. So we can go through, we can see what's happening in the flat, and I should have just scrambled that one out. I was afraid that blitzer was going to get picked up by or that blitzer was going to come in and just completely go off of my tackle. Dig switch is a really good one for a situation like this where I'm 3rd and 3. I want to be able to try to see if I can get this conversion. So I'm going to watch that crossing route, just pop it right over, easy 2-3 yards for a nice conversion. That route too, if you've got that single position in the inside, often doesn't get tripped up, and that makes things a little bit easier also. Comeback Z post is a fun play too. This is going to be one where you're going to have potentially some scrambling lanes. In this case, it looks like I may have a blitzer coming in, so I'm going to watch TJ Watt and see what that LB does there, if he goes back into coverage or comes inside. If he comes inside, I'm going to try to hit this over the top and see if I can hit my Kelsey. There we go. We've got a spot there, and he just didn't get enough space. And Vic kind of threw it a little bit inside. You saw him change route partway through that, which is not helpful, not what you want to see in that situation. So PA smash is a good play spread-wise. Again, it's just more of a spread kind of play, but you have nice options. You got this inside route that's going to come in. You potentially get some nice scrambling lanes where on the left-hand side of the field. If you're right-handed, you can go to the overload side, but where those routes are all kind of going different directions, you don't get the kind of overload feel that you want. But you do often end up with a lot of space on that on the corner route side, and then you also have the post route on the or the inside post going to Henry. And so we can watch to see which one of those I'm going to go inside on that route. And there again, you know, we've got some reducers in there clearly, and so you can see where Vic is just making the underthrow on the ball. If that had been ahead of the receiver where it should have been, then that would have been a nice pickup there. 689 hook is very similar to X follow, so Kelsey's going to be the main read on here, and then I'm going to look at the streak route, and then the fullback is the read progression. I mean, both at maxed, I would go with the taller one, Gills. I mean, is just my personal preference. If you have both of them, you know, I choose Vic because I like Vic. I like the way he plays. I don't mind the left-handed. But certainly, if you've got a choice between those two, unless you have a certain preference, then I would go with the one that's taller. And thanks for the follow, KN33. So Z, again, 689 hook is a really solid play. Again, let's look at Wildcat power again. This is just fun to run. Remember, AP, that giveaway is live. So here we're going to get a nice series of blocks for our maxed players. Take it to the house. And again, that's on a reasonable defense, right? That's not on a cakewalk defense. That's somebody with 7K power with a +1 boost on me, and still able to get Wildcat power to go through. So my typical, you know, if I'm just playing normal spread, let's play traveling. Traveling whips my tail. Whether we're higher power or lower power, traveling always wears me out. We're going to roll the giveaway right now. AP, giveaway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. JW Bruins, following since June 29th. Thanks for the follow, JW. So I will get your whisper out here. Make sure I send it to the right account. All right. So we're doing 100, 96, 98, or 100 overall players from the 4th of July promo. So even though I've got the power advantage on traveling blue, I always wide receiver corner. Yeah, let's go through that. I'll swap out after we play traveling, and we'll do wide receiver corner for you, Wendy. Again, I usually pull it out when I'm in short yardage situations, honestly. So again, just really nice blocks you can get there if you've got the right personnel in place. His QB blast actually is not bad if you've got a maxed quarterback. This can open up some good yardage as well, and the quarterback, you know, as long as they're maxed, is going to have less likelihood of fumbling. And if you've got a bigger quarterback, then that's what you want to do too, like the big maxed AE Big Ben. So there with the triple option, we hit a wall. Let's jump over. We'll do PA boot slide, which is a solid play for getting some nice yardage. A little bit like PA boot over, but it tends to fall apart, I think, more quickly, the blocks do, than PA boot over. So let's get another giveaway up. Let's do, this probably the last one. Maybe we'll just do 2 back to back to back. Let's do, since 4th of July is coming up, we don't know if we're going to have a string. Let's do 4OJ as the giveaway. 4OJ. That'll be our 2 giveaways back to back that we'll do. That giveaway is live right now. 4OJ. Make sure you're following if you want to see the chat, and if you want to enter the giveaway. 4OJ, and we'll do 2 of those. We'll do them back to back. So let me get through this drive here. I'm going to get underneath that coverage and let Kittle make that catch. We're about the 20-yard mark out, so I'm going to try to see if we can do PA boot over, see what kind of coverage we get. Pop that right there. That sets us up. You know, we get the first down. You know, so that way we're able to keep trucking. And I'm just going to set myself up for a nice short yardage touchdown, take it in, and get the score. Got the blitz coming in. Hopefully the OT holds on. Oh, couldn't tap the button fast enough. Couldn't tap the button. Thanks for the sub, Grogan. Appreciate it. 4OJ. Giveaway is live. 4OJ. Let's jump in and let's go back to. I'm stuck with Nagy in Arena now, so we'll have to go back. We'll do Vrabel, and we'll jump in and do wide receiver corner. And let's pick up somebody else that's got a tough defense. Let's play up on the Hound. Hound's pretty tough. Everybody else is holding right now. So we'll do these giveaways back to back. So 4OJ. Yeah, Hound from Game of Thrones. Hey, hype train's up to you guys, man. If we get the hype train going, that's all good. Those things are always cool. So again, we've got really nice plays with Vrabel, some nice ones that I like to play with that I think are very useful. Wide receiver corner I really like because of the overload situation. You've got the hook route that comes in, you've got the corner route, you've got a streak route, and you've got the flat route. And so all of these things lead to a situation. Even the post route that you have is going deep onto the same side of the field. So it's a heavy overload situation where almost always somebody is going to be open regardless of what situation that you're in. You know, the first read, if I'm going short distance, is going to be the tight end route there. The next one is going to be the corner route, and then I'm going to look at the streak, right? So it really depends on what yardage that I'm calling this. Again, wide receiver corner running spread, I usually save that for a 4th and 3, 4th and 4, something like that, to where I can hit that fullback route and be pretty confident knowing that I'm going to be able to convert that. But then I'm going to go to the corner or the post route if I'm in longer coverage situations and see what I'm going to get. And you can see how we're stacked here. So the way we're stacked here, we've got a good possibility that this corner route is going to muck up that defense on the left-hand side. And we've got a blitz potentially coming in. It's hard to tell, but it looks like that blitz may be coming in from that side, which if it does, then again, that's going to give us the opportunity to potentially throw out to the flat and get some nice yardage for the halfback. So their corner route's going to be open. Just couldn't get the ball off quick enough. But you saw that. Let's go back and look at the replay. And that way everybody can see what that looks like. Tilt the camera up just a hair. But there you can see, you know, the blitz just came in too quick. I can't get out fast enough, but you can see what happened with the tight end. The coverage that we had, that guy does not blitz. It looks like a blitz, but he actually goes and picks up the tight end. We have the slot there that's running up to the streak route, and there we've got the perfect situation where the defender is on the inside, and we've got this corner route that's going to go to the outside. So that should be an easy maneuver where it's just inside. We see the turn, but what happens is, or if we're scrambling, you can see the streak route there. That inside, we can scramble outside and be able to hit that receiver as we scramble out, so that way we don't have a defender in between us and the ball. And the corner route there, we see the same thing, that the corner route has worked out to where the defender cheated inside. And so their body position right there, as they cheat inside, means that cut, as long as you have somebody decent with decent release, and these are all maxed players now, but with decent release, they're going to be able to cut and get inside, and you're going to be able to make that throw. But again, that blitz just got in too quick to be able to do it. Let's see if we can run it again. Let's see if we do any better on a 2nd and 10. So there we've got some options. We're going to hit that streak route going up there because again we saw that coverage. Let's look at the coverage situation there again. So there we can see the streak route coming up. We see that defender stop short. So you see right there this guy, and I didn't notice which player. So TJ Watt there. So the linebacker that we have on this side, they have stopped short on the coverage, right? You see there? So they stopped short on that coverage, and right there at that position, about, you know, how many yards are we off the ball? We're probably what, 5 about 15 yards off the ball. And right there, when that stop happens, you've got an opportunity to throw the ball. And they're going to be above coverage. You see, we've got good distance between all of the defenders and our tight end in this case. And so then that's an easy catch right there. Underneath coverage, big gap between all the defenders, and we can get some nice plays. Let's see if we can keep playing and get some of that short yardage. I'll run up the front. 4OJ, let's go ahead and roll the giveaway. 4OJ, rolling the first 4OJ giveaway. SPB Honda, SP Bonda is the following since June 22nd. Also a sub. Thank you very much for the sub. Certainly much appreciated. And I will get your tweet. God. Switching social media, man. SPB Honda. SP Honda. All right. There we go. And again, we're going to roll that one immediately. 4OJ live again. 4OJ live again. Let's see if we can get in a short yardage situation and set up a short yardage usage for wide receiver corner. All right, so let's get in here. Look at wide receiver corner. And again, hopefully we get a blitz situation here to where we can see this fullback, this tight end route open up here. And that's what we're going to look for, is that tight end route in this case. Again, I need 1 yard to be able to convert this. Snap the ball. There you see him get wide open, and there we go. Right. So that is the way those when I showed you guys the game film earlier for the game film for those of you guys that were on the stream earlier. You know, that's exactly what I did there. If we look at that instant replay, we're on short yardage, and most of the time your player, your opponent that you're playing is probably going to have a blitz in there, or they're going to have something that's going to try to get more pressure on in those short yardage situations. And when that happens, look at the man. You've got the man coverage situation, right? Everybody's is coming inside. The tight end, there's nobody there on that side though, because it's so overloaded. There's nobody there to be able to pick up that tight end, right? And so there he goes, wide open for some nice yardage. Sometimes, you just get the conversion. Like when you're playing a team that has significantly more power than you, then you absolutely are probably only going to get 2 or 3 yards out of that play, right? But when you're playing against somebody that's lower power, then you can expect to get something more like that, where you're going to get 5-10 yards out of that play, and maybe even be able to take it home potentially. Yeah, it's really tough to stop, Wendy. I always look for the plays that I like. I don't know, Josh. Let me see why. I'd have to go back and look, but I'll check. I'll check and see and figure it out. But yeah, certainly that play, because it is so overloaded, I look for overload plays all the time. That's what I'm looking for in a lot of my coach plays that I like, is this overload situation, because it usually will end up in a situation, especially spread, and if you scramble a lot, whichever scheme you use, then those situations where it's overloaded means that those the defenders in that area are going to get overwhelmed, and it's going to either open up one of the passing plays that you have, or it's going to open up the scrambling lane to be able to go. Because again, with wide receiver corner, that's another option that we have, is to be able to just take the ball straight out. And again, we've got man situation here, looks like, but we can take that ball and just scramble, right? And we got a fumble, but that happens. But you can see that the wide open running lane as well. Thanks for the cheer, Fred. Wide open running lane as well. So again, wide receiver corner is just a really versatile play, right? Really effective. So again, that's why against you guys, against Amusement Park, I went with Vrabel because it simply just opens up not only some extra run plays. So I got Titans weak, I got halfback I got zone weak, I got his fullback sting, and then I also pick up wide receiver corner, Titans Y cross. All those things that can be very useful when you're playing against some tougher opponent. Yeah, help the league, man. All right, here we go. Help the league. All right, guys, it is 2. I don't want to keep you guys any longer. I do appreciate you guys hanging on the string. 50 viewers still hanging out. I think we got down to like 45 viewers, but man, hanging out for 2 hours. Really appreciate you guys. So let's roll this final giveaway in appreciation of you guys. We're going to roll it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is S-Man. S-Man for the win. One of our solid Reddit contributors, man. Appreciate the stream support, and appreciate what you do on Reddit. So I will get I will get you your, or send you your whisper here. And guys, I will send that after the stream, so that way, yeah, S-Man's got a pretty solid squad for sure. But guys, really appreciate it again. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the semifinals. I'll announce the prizes officially in the Discord later on today, so everybody can see what they get, and I'll start handing those things out. And again, we'll try to do a stream on Friday. I'll check the schedule since people are working on that. Fred is currently the stream boss right now, so we will try to have one more stream. And if we don't have the stream, then Fred will be the next stream boss. So subject to changes, just cheered 100 bits. Thank you very much. So subject to change, just took over as the stream boss actually. But we'll probably do one more stream. We'll probably do one more stream. Maybe we'll do a pop-up stream. So you guys make sure you've got the alert button on, so that way you know when I go live. And we'll do giveaways during those as well. I know most of you guys are hanging out here for the giveaways. Hopefully there's some good content that hits the stream occasionally. But certainly want to make sure you guys get opportunities at giveaways with some of these pop-ups that we have. But we'll try to do one more. I'll announce the time in the Discord, and then we will. We'll try to do one on the 4th of July holiday. Guys, really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys later this week.